Hello, folks. This is Kurt Cambier from Centennial Capital Partners with our October 2014 Educational and Economic Update. This month's video will be discussing a couple of the economic events that occurred last month and give you some insight into what they mean to you as an investor. Now, please stay tuned at the end for the important disclosures as well, because I know you all like to hear them. October is a jittery month for the financial markets, though the U.S. economy continues to do quite well. Despite slowing growth in Europe and Asia, most signs point to accelerated economic growth in the United States. Let's take a look at what happened last month. Investors got their first look at third quarter economic growth and found that gross domestic product, GDP, grew at a whopping 3.5% for a 3-month period ending in September, beat economists' expectations by a wide margin. Though GDP growth decelerated from its 4.6% rate in the second quarter, it was the fourth quarter of the last 5 that the economy had grown by more than 3.5%. Let's keep in mind that this is only the first GDP growth estimate, and it will definitely see revisions. Higher or lower, we can't know until more reports come in. However, at least one major player felt good enough about the economic growth to make some major policy changes. The Federal Reserve announced at the end of its groundbreaking quantitative easing programs, meaning that after October, the Fed will no longer purchase new bonds to support the economy. This means that the Fed feels good enough about the economy to take off the trading bills. They will, however, hang on to their $4.5 trillion in bonds for quite a while longer, in case the economy needs a bit more help. Digging a little deeper into the news, analysts are reading a bit of a hawkish tone to the Fed's announcements, which means that there's a risk that the interest rates will rise sooner rather than later, because the Fed feels optimistic about the country's economic outlook. Some analysts think that the rate hikes might come as early as the spring 2015. Either way, we're confident that the Fed will look closely at all the data available before making any big decisions. Consumers are also feeling great about their economic prospects. Consumer confidence surged in October to a high level we haven't seen since October 2007. Overall, Americans are feeling much better about their job prospects and their ability to qualify for better paying jobs and raises. This is great news for the consumer spending, and the economy is going into the holiday shopping season. Third quarter earnings season kicked off in October, and now that more than half of the S&P 500 companies reported in, we have some pretty good idea of how companies did last quarter. Overall, the earnings are quite decent, but reports indicate that the U.S. companies continue to do quite well. For 287 companies that we know about, totals are up 6.5% from the same period last year. Even better, revenue is up 5.1% as compared to a fourth quarter average of 3.5%. This means demand is coming back, and U.S. firms can hopefully look forward to a better revenue picture in the coming months. Looking ahead, investors will be looking carefully at earnings data and growth prospects for the rest of the year. Although the third quarter earnings are looking decent, analysts are now looking forward at guidance about fourth quarter earnings. Though the domestic growth picture is looking rosy, many of the firms are worrying about how the slow global growth will affect their sales. With the decent strength of the U.S. dollar against foreign currencies, it's possible that exports will fall as they become more expensive to foreign buyers. As always, we'll keep you informed. Well, that's the October economic and educational update. And once again, this is Kurt Cambier from Centennial Capital Partners, signing off for the month of October 2014. Now, if you have any questions of what you've heard on this update and you'd like to discuss any of your personal financial situations, please feel free to give me a call at 303-271-1067. We'll be more than happy to talk to you. Now, I'm going to read the required disclosures here in just a second. Now, we believe this information in this report is reliable. We cannot guarantee its accuracy. Opinions expressed are subject to change without notice, are not intended as investment advice or solicitation for any purchase or sale of any security. Please consult your financial professional before making any investment decisions. Securities are offered through Cambridge Investment Research, Inc., a broker-dealer, member of FINRA SIPC, investment advisor representative of Cambridge Investment Research Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Centennial Capital Partners are not affiliated. Once again, folks, thank you. Remember to live large, laugh often, and love always. This is Kurt Cambier checking out.